Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another episode review. This is going to be for Scorpion, episode 5, Plutonium Is Forever. So yeah, for those who have yet to actually watch this episode and haven't already, um, stop the video, go check it out, and then come back and watch the rest of this review so I don't spoil anything. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Yeah. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. Then I have to give you a fair warning because as usual, I did. So yeah, Scorpion episode 5, Plutonium is Forever. What did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, basically in this episode, the Scorpion group meets up with a former Scorpion member. So yeah, basically, quick note: the Scorpion group has been around um, before the government hired them. Because apparently some people were confused on the internet. You know, I thought Scorpion was the four people. Whatever, people were confused. So this is how I think of it: that the Scorpion group was there for at least a couple years, between, from what I can tell, between 1 and 5 years, more or less. They've known each other, and one of the members called Mark, I believe that was his name. He was a former member of the group. He basically, I guess, either ran away or got kicked out, something to that effect. And then, the government hired the Scorpion crew, and now we're at the point where we are now. So this new character called Mark, he's also super genius. He has about the same IQ as Walter O'Brien, and Walter O'Brien has an IQ of 190 to 225 IQ, from what I can tell, or from what they've said so far. So that means the this that Mark, the Mark Cohn, I believe was his last name, Mark Cohns, has about that same IQ. So basically, his ability, I guess, is that he could calculate time. That he could calculate long distance of time or something like that. He knows how to use, like, government machinery, I guess you could say. He's a hacker. He's a master manipulator, um, and like a master chemist, master mathematician. Basically, he's like all the other Scorpions combined in one, with with the added bonus of knowing time and space, and quantum physics and all that stuff, or something like that. And yeah, so basically, they have to shut down this radioactive power plant or military base that's on the brink of exploding. And if it explodes, it's basically gonna throw out a lot of deadly, poisonous radioactive material, I guess you could say. So basically, have to stop it. Mark, being the master manipulator that he is, was able to manipulate Walter to do the task, but what he wanted was, he wanted the plant to explode, kill everybody within the city of San Francisco, I believe it's where this takes place, or San Diego. Basically kill everyone, just to show how corrupt the government really is. His plan doesn't come into fruition because Walter is able to leave, I guess, or escape his manipulation, or Mark's manipulation, and they save all of San Francisco or San Diego, or both. So yeah, they basically save a big chunk of California, to say the least. Uh, so yeah, you have some very interesting character development, because we've known that there's a dark side to Walter for some time, but we don't know how dark he really is. And I think this character really kind of showed us exactly how dark Walter O'Brien could really be. Like, there are some secrets I think he still has in his closet. Um, I'm pretty sure he's not gay. No, that's not what I meant. I'm pretty sure he's straight. But that came out wrong. But you guys know what I meant. But what I mean when he says come out of his closet, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some other dark secrets that he has kind of cooped up. regarding, his history with Mark and the government and all that stuff. So I think that was the biggest character development. Just seeing how, because really not Mark, Walter has been somewhat straightforward, somewhat straightforward character. With us knowing that he does have his little secrets every here and there, but with this character, it kind of just blew everything out of proportion, and we really just got to see exactly how many secrets he really does have, or he may have. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to see this Mark character, um, interacting with the other characters in the group, with Happy, Paige, um, Tony, right? That's his name, Tony, and Sylvester. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was pretty interesting to see how they interacted, because you could tell that most of the group, the rest of the members of the group, don't like him that much or at all, due to his manipulation skills and what he has done to Walter White, not Walter White, Walter O'Brien in the past. So they don't seem to like him that much because of that. You also do get some interesting character development between Happy and Walter, because apparently Walter went to these deep, I guess, states where he's just doing a bunch of science and math, and he's basically, how they put it, down the rabbit hole. And it seems Happy is like the only person who's been able to get him out of the rabbit hole. And apparently, what they say that what happens in the rabbit hole is that he just does a bunch of arithmetics or theories, scientific theories or whatever, chemistry. He doesn't eat for days, or he doesn't do anything for days except that. He doesn't talk. So yeah, I wonder if he uses the bathroom. That's the only question I want to have. I want to know, because if he doesn't do anything but arithmetics or whatever for days, then he had a lot of washing to do. So yeah, but it was apparently Happy is like the only person to possibly get him out of that state. And it seems like he was on the brink of going into a rabbit hole, so to speak, in this episode, and it seems like Happy was also able to get him out, but it kind of also seems like Paige is also able to get him out to some extent, or yeah, um, yeah, something like that. This is a really fast-paced episode. It was, I mean, the last episode wasn't that. I liked it, but it could have been better, in my opinion. The last one or two episodes could have been better, in my opinion. But this one just came back full force, and it just back to how the first and second episode were. Um, yeah, because this is the fifth episode, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, it was a very great episode. Really did enjoy it, and as I've said before, this is one of those shows you really do have to check out. I'm normally not into um, like scientific or like cop related TV shows, but this is one of three shows that fall under that category that have science and or cops within within as the main premise of the show. The only two other shows I can think of are Scorpion is one of them, Grace Point, which I'm also reviewing, which I need to review later. Actually, I need to watch it and then review it tomorrow maybe. And then the only other show I can think of that I like that has science within it as a main basis for the show, Big Bang Theory. Um, that's more of a sitcom, but I guess it still kind of falls under that category. I mean, this show is more of a scientific show and a cop drama, in a way. But I think Big Bang Theory and Grace Point are the only other two shows that I like that kind of fall within those categories, whether it be scientific, cop drama, or both. Um, so yeah, again, a very exciting episode. The only thing I didn't like about it were maybe there's like one or two scenes here that felt kind of out of place in my opinion. A little bit towards the ending, just one or two scenes kind of felt out of place. But I think it seems like every episode, even the best episode so far in the series or whatever, in any show, always seems to have one or two things about it that kind of like stick out or just don't really fit correctly in my opinion. Like something about it just seems a little bit odd. But again, it's just a small little minor detail. Um, so yeah, but I came back in full force, fast paced, just how I like it. On a rate from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, 8.5 is where I'd have to give Scorpion Episode 5, Plutonium Is Forever. So yeah, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. I review Scorpion, Grace Point, Gotham, which is actually another good TV cop show. So yeah, Gotham, Flash, Arrow, Walking Dead, and Z Nation. And tomorrow I'm gonna start to review Constantine. So yeah, really excited to see that. Or at least the first. I'm at least gonna review the first episode at the very least. So yeah, subscribe for that. Comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. What were your thoughts on it? Besides that, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.